Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday, August 1st, 2014, and the U.S. stock market is closed. The Dow continued its downward movement today, although with much less volatility and range than yesterday. Right after the open, the thing plunged down to over 100 points down, and I thought, well, this could get fairly serious today, but then it kind of bounced from there, tried to rally and then failed, ended up closing down 70 points. So not a great day for the Dow, but it certainly wasn't what happened yesterday when we had over 300 points. I personally would have just loved to have gone fishing today and absolutely stayed clear of the market. I didn't see any opportunities today. We were flat coming into this morning. I would have liked to have stayed flat, but we did have a handful of markets rally some, and we ended up getting into 5 positions, and because the overall market seems so lackadaisical today, and actually there just wasn't any volatility today. But as a result of those 5 positions, 4 are losers, 1's a winner, but nothing too bad at all, and nothing too good. So we ended up negative $1,051 on all 5 of those positions. So obviously this is nothing I'm going to lose any sleep over this weekend, but I still would have preferred just to stand aside. I didn't think there was anything today that was going to happen that was going to benefit us very much. Anyway, let me show you the charts. Okay, we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average here, and it's kind of interesting just to look back. The Dow was at record highs back here, or maybe just below record highs here, and then of course we go all the way down to where we are today. This is only 8 or 9 days here that it's done all that, and in these 8 or 9 days, just a little more than a week, the Dow has fallen over 600 points. So that's quite a plunge, and I saw that it actually has given back all its gains from this year. But of course I'm not displeased about that. I wouldn't mind starting this year over again for the rest of the year, because we made money this year up to now. And we've had some rough periods, but still we're significantly ahead as far as the money goes. And so if we want to start the clock again down here, that's just fine with me. We'll do really well when this thing turns up. Anyway, today, what I can say about today, after yesterday's big plunge and all that excitement, today was kind of boring. The Dow pretty much sold off the first half of the day, and it was down over 100 points down here. Then tried to rally out of that and came up here. Interestingly enough, this is an old red line of mine. I don't even know when I drew this, but the market seemed to bounce off it, treated it kind of like a ceiling, and then sold off toward the end. So we ended up down 70 points for the day. But overall, nothing had much volatility at all today. And as I say, if I had my druthers, I would have liked to have just stayed out of this. Anyway, I don't have much to show you. I'll show you kind of a typical trade. This was in BITA, and BITA had this big range bar. The first bar, we don't trade that, but we did end up getting in 30 minutes into the day, and then of course as soon as we got in, it started going against us, and then the selling kind of climax down here. It started climbing again, and we end up closing just slightly negative in BITA, but that was kind of typical of these 5 trades that we had today. They just didn't want to go anyplace, and it was why I would have been happy just to have stayed out of it. I'll show you one more here. This is in Tesla, which it is a good market, and I think it's significant that Tesla kind of recovered right away today. We had a halfway decent jobs report out today, and I think Tesla might be one of the first markets to really recover from yesterday. But anyway, it gapped up this morning, 30 minutes into the day. We bought it, went against us, then it got up here, and actually when it was up here, we were close to being up $1,500 in Tesla, but then it backs off toward the end as the overall market is represented by the Dow kind of backed off also. So we end up, a little over $300 with Tesla, but it was the one positive trade we had out of the 5. Anyway, that was the week that was. Quite a week. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and this is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you all on Monday.